Hey guys, so this video is going to be an indie video. You know, I really love indie companies. I love that you can sample so many different products. A lot of them do send you free samples to go with it. A lot of them upgrade you to full size for free. A lot of them send you candy and stickers and extra goodies, and they do cute packaging, and I love it. So, today we're going to talk about Sigil. I think it's Sigil. It might be Sigil, something. It's like that Cosmetica. There is the sigil inspired by Tammy tunic that I have showed you before in my stack right here a while back. I did show you guys that. I didn't realize that I think because they're both on Etsy, they're both indie companies, and I think this one by Tammy is kind of, it's inspired by this company right here. I'm gonna be straight up. I'm honest. I'm always honest with you guys. I'm gonna be straight up. Tammy's are better than this. I did get 6 colors from SigilCosmetica, and I was really disappointed because the pictures show like more duochrome and more color intensity than what you really get. They're not bad, but I was expecting them to kind of have the standards that Tammy puts out there, and Tammy is in Russia. This company is from the Netherlands, so shipping does take a little while. But honestly, if I had to choose between the two, I would order from Tammy because she has like these bomb-ass dual chromes and multi-chromes and these shifts that are just so gorgeous. And I have never seen them anywhere. Nobody can compare to hers. I can't find them anywhere. Shipping is $10, I think, because it's coming from Russia. But guys, it's so freaking worth it. So enough with her because we've already done her review a while back. So we're gonna do this one because I couldn't find Tammy when I was ordering. I couldn't find her, so I don't know if her shop was like down because later I did find it this week, and it's up and running, and she's got some new colors on there. But I ordered from this Sigil instead because I thought maybe they would compare. I was mistaken, but we're gonna go through it. They're still not a bad company. Don't think in any way that they're a bad company. They're not. It just wasn't what I was expecting. I guess I held them to higher standards than I should have. That's my bad. Okay. So I have this blank empty white card. I don't know what we're doing with that. That came with it. These did come in baggies. I put them in my own jars with my own labels. If I remember correctly, they're alright. They do alright on their sample sizes. They're not bad. I have divided these up already for my girl Alicia, who is Rhapsody on here. Check her out. But I have not swatched them yet. So, oh, I did swatch them. I did swatch these. My bad. I lied. These I have swatched because I was curious to see how they go. Usually I don't swatch them until I get up on here, but I did. I did swatch these because I was really curious to find out if they were just as good as the ones Tammy makes, and that's how I figured out that they are not as good as I wish they were. But they're only $1 for these samples, and they are pretty decent size. I've already divided them up in half because when I get something, I divide however much, even if it's a really little amount. I divide exactly in half and send them to Alicia. She does the same thing for me so we can share, and I mean, I've already taken half out, and this jar is pretty full. So it's not bad on their sample sizes at all. So $1 a piece, and the shipping is only $2.50. It comes from the Netherlands. It was $8.50 with shipping for 6 colors. Again, I did put them in my own bag or my own jars, and her name is Epiphany that makes them. And I'm not dissing Epiphany in any way. I'm not dissing her company in any way. They are good shadows. They are organic. That's what it says. I do like them. I will use them. They just weren't what I thought they were going to be. I held them to a higher standard because of Tammy's and because of being inspired and whatnot. So I just held them to that higher standard, and the pictures are a little off online. They do look a lot prettier online than they do in real life, but they are still gorgeous in real life. So, as always, you guys know the drill. I will be swatching them with a damp brush because that is how I apply them. I apply them with a glitter adhesive, or I apply them wet, or with a sticky base so that you get the full effect, actually so that I get the full effect of the shadow, because I'm greedy like that. I want to see all the sparkles. I want to see all the colors. So that's how we're going to do it. Plus, it'll help you guys to see it a little bit better. Now, if you don't foil your shadows, realize that these are going to look a little less pigmented, a little less sparkly. If you do not use a glitter adhesive and you are putting any type of micas or any type of loose colors on there, you're going to blend out a lot of sparkle. I like my sparkle, so I don't want to blend it out. So I'm going to show you what they look like the way that I use them, because that's how I use them, and that's what they're going to look like on me when you see them on me. So now that we have bullshitted for 5.5 minutes, let's get going. The first one is apple grass. I don't know why I'm showing you the tag that I wrote. It is a light green. I don't have descriptions on here. And I have so many videos that are waiting to be edited and posted. I think there are 70 in total. My internet sucks. I can get like 2 done a day. But oh, you don't even want to hear the podcast stories. Oh, you don't want to go there. We're not talking about that today. So I'll give you my description, however off it may be. You are free to look this up on the website and get a real description on it. I, however, I will probably not remember to look it up by the time this video gets edited and posted. I probably won't have it looked up. So this is apple grass. It is a light color, but it has a gorgeous sheen to it. This would be a color I'd probably pop in the inner corner of the eye, maybe a lid color, because even with it being foiled, it's still really light. So it's a really light green base with a green shimmer to it. It's a very light color, and that's foiled. That's wet. So this would be like a good like inner corner highlight. And I really wasn't trying to get anything that would be inner corner highlight, because lordy, do I have enough, and Alicia is sending me enough, and I don't need any more. But I will probably use this for that purpose. Alright. And I will put her website in the description box as always. The next one is Cat's Eye. And it's like a really light color. Again, these are a lot lighter than I thought they were going to be. I typically don't go for these light colors like this. This wasn't at all what I was expecting. This one might end up as a transition color in my transition drawer. Now, when I do foil it, it gets a little darker clearly. So it's like a gray toned purple color with a strong purple shimmer. I don't know. It's not really picking up that shimmer. If I block some light out, you're not really picking up. There you go. The closer I get, the better you can see that shimmer. So that one actually probably will end up being a transition color for me. Okay. Moving right along, we have Helix, which is a light purple with like a seafoam green shimmer to it. This one will probably be a really good lid color with a glitter adhesive base. So I'm going to call it like a lilac color with a beautiful seafoam green shift to it. I do really like this color, and I believe this is pretty close to the picture as what they put on there. The next one is Omega. Oh, this one's so beautiful. I don't typically go for blues, like light blues, or like funky medium blues, but this one's a light blue with a beautiful gold shimmer in it, and I really enjoy this one because it has such a strong shift to it. This is gorgeous with a taupe in the crease, and then this just all over the lids, and just leave it the hell alone and go about your day. So that is it right there. It's coming across a little darker than what it should. It's really a light blue with this beautiful gold shimmer to it. I really like this one. We have a Lupus. There we go. Okay, so this is I don't know what just happened to my screen, but it just did something goofy and I don't like that. Okay, so this is a purplish gray color, a little bit darker than the first purplish, a lot darker than the first purplish gray one that I showed you. But it has a strong, like a bluish, like a violet shift to it. Here we go. When you foil it, it's a lot darker than in the jar. But it has a really strong violet shimmer to it. It's not picking up as well as I would like for it to. And then the last one is TARDIS, which I think I kind of just got this one for the name because it's Doctor Who and I really like it. Okay, so this one is like a gray toned blue. Let's watch. It's really, 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 really damn near. It's okay. This one is the one that is just slightly darker than that last one. It's got the same color shift to it. It's got like the same. They're almost the same. This one's TARDIS is just a smidge darker. So that kind of bummed me out a little bit too because I didn't think that they were that close in color. Let me show you the invoice that I have that I printed off. The way you picked was they had a big picture of these squares and they showed you what it looked like foiled and it shows you what it looked like dry, the two colors. You pick the name that you want, but they have 9 different shades on there and then you can pick which ones you want to add to your cart. That's what I did. I did not realize that they were that close in color. It just didn't look like it on here. So I did get ones that are almost identical. One's just a smidge darker than the other. So that is it, but for $1 a piece, I mean, you really can't beat it. Now I know if I want to order a full size, which one to buy, and this blue one right here that shimmers gold is just incredible, and I will probably buy a full size of that. This purple with the seafoam green shimmer, a lot of people are doing that. A lot of indie companies have a shade like that, but for if I ever run out, I'll probably just pick up another one for $1, and it's a big enough size and just get it from this company because it's $1. A lot of them don't have that cheap of prices for samples. I mean, this is a really good. There's Dawn Eyes Cosmetics. They're like 75 cents, but it's like half or a quarter of the size of samples of this. So for $1, they're really good sample size. So it's not a bad company. It does take a little bit for shipping, again, coming from the Netherlands, but I don't mind. It's not a big deal. I'll wait. So there you go, and I will leave the link below so you guys can check the Etsy shop out, and I will see you guys later.